Moving on now, India has tightened rules for social media platforms to tackle AI-generated deepfakes, with platforms now given just 3 hours to remove unlawful synthetic content after a valid notice from the government or a court. Now, these new rules, remember, also require platforms to label permissible AI-generated content and use traceable metadata to help users identify synthetic material. Under the amended IT rules, platforms must clearly label permissible AI-generated content and ensure that it carries traceable metadata so users can identify material created or altered using artificial intelligence. The rules also require platforms to take action against unlawful synthetic content, including deepfakes, child sexual abuse material, non-consensual intimate images, and AI-based impersonation. Platforms must also inform users about the legal consequences of creating or sharing unlawful AI-generated content. The biggest change is the new 3-hour deadline for taking down unlawful content. The government has cut the earlier 36-hour deadline to just 3 hours. And the clock will start after a valid notice is received from the government or the court. Social media intermediaries must deploy reasonable and appropriate technical measures to prevent users from creating or disseminating unlawful synthetic content. Significant social media intermediaries will also be expected to use automated tools or other technical measures to proactively detect certain unlawful material, including content depicting rape or child sexual abuse. They must also make reasonable efforts to identify content that is identical to material that has already been removed. The government has tightened grievance redressal timelines as well for sensitive complaints. Complaints involving issues such as nudity and impersonation will now have to be addressed within 2 hours, which is down from the earlier 24-hour timeline. Failure to comply with the IT rules could also have serious consequences for the platforms. They could lose their safe harbor protection under Section 79 of the IT Act, which generally protects intermediaries from liability for third-party content, subject to certain conditions.